Good evening, I'm Nora Hart.
And I'm Pete Ferryman. Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. First at 6, a new month and a stark look back at January. Portland police say there have been roughly 100 shootings so far this year. A reminder, it's February 1st.
Yeah, hard to wrap your mind around this. That's about double the number of shootings Portland saw in January of last year and triple the number of shootings in January of 2019. Now, there is some community outcry as neighbors who continue to fear for their safety say enough. Fox 12's Sarah Hurwitz has a look at what the community is doing in response, all new at 6.
We're here off of Southeast 105th and Burnside, where police say there was a shooting this morning. A man has life-threatening injuries as a result. People who live here in the Hazelwood neighborhood say they've tried to get help from city leaders with no answers. Roughly 100 shootings already this year in the city of Portland.
And it's almost a daily occurrence.
Randy Philbrick lives in the Hazelwood neighborhood. He says the rising number of shootings in his community is alarming.
It's a lot worse. It's gotten to the point where I never felt the need to own a gun myself. I've always felt safe that a police officer would be able to help should I need it. But it's gotten so bad now to where I've actually applied for my concealed carry license to protect my family.
Philbrick says he's written to Mayor Ted Wheeler several times to get help on this issue and received no answers. In neighboring communities like Powellhurst, Gilbert, and Centennial, where city data shows that shootings are also high, the concerns are the same.
It happens at all times, whether it's in the daytime or at 2 a.m. at night when I wake up. To the extent that I kind of wonder, should I be going out and buying a couple pieces of plywood to fortify my house?
Richard Dickinson is on the board of the Powellhurst Gilbert Neighborhood Association. He says in December, the neighborhood had a virtual town hall meeting with Portland Police Chief Chuck Lavelle and several other PPB members on the increase in gun violence. Lavelle said the bureau's faced roughly $27 million in cuts since July 2020, when the bureau's gun violence reduction team was dissolved. And Lavelle says the department went through several rounds of retirements.
I think there's a lot of factors that play into it. Everything from the pandemic, people are home and not at work. There's been a lot of gun sales throughout just Portland and throughout the country. And shootings are up nationwide in a lot of big to mid-sized cities.
One lieutenant spoke about the Bureau's lack of resources and how that impacts response times.
When my afternoon shift logged on yesterday, there were 30 calls only. And, at this point, sometimes they feel like they're drowning a little bit, but they do care. And if it takes them a little extra time to get there, it's only because they're trying to give the person who they were on the last call with the best possible service.
I did also speak with the Centennial Neighborhood Association today. Neighbors there say they're concerned about an uptick in crime overall. Now, I did also reach out to the mayor's office several times to get concrete answers on how the city combats gun violence, but have not gotten any response back yet. In Southeast Portland, Sarah Hurwitz, Fox 12 Oregon.